Welcome back, friends, with more of Netflix's Avatar The Last Airbender. This is episode 4. Last time, we combined the stories of Omashu, Jet, and the Northern Air Temple. Iroh was also caught, but interesting choice to merge these episodes. But today, we're going to see Aang and Bumi. Bumi's a lot of fun, excited to see that. This episode is called Into the Dark. If I wasn't expecting Bumi in this episode, I'd also expect Secret Tunnel with that episode title, but we'll see. Alright friends, coming at you from the future, but sorry we tried with this series, but I will no longer be bringing these episodes to YouTube. Just not enough views to justify editing this. The rest of the episodes will be on Patreon. I posted episode 6 there yesterday. This episode 4, though, is a heck of an episode to end on. Hope you enjoy. Looking forward to all the other Avatar content coming soon. Movies, new animated show. But yeah, leave a like and let's get started.
Hello? Anybody there?
Hasn't learned earthbending yet.
He started the fight and left you behind and ran away. I'm really starting to see what kind of person he is.
Oh. Judgmental.
Were you working with the enemy?
Yes, his silence speaks volumes.
The firebender said that they would kill us, and then they'd attack the city if I didn't cooperate.
So you attacked the
The only
city.
reason Omashu was just minor designs, nothing of any value in war.
Anything can be turned into a weapon in the wrong hands. Especially with the Fire Nation.
I found him. Aang's in prison.
Let's go bail him out. Zuko. So he's gonna replace one of the soldiers instead of becoming the blue demon. Aww.
Looks exactly like a sky bison. It's supposed to be a Bajamol.
Snort.
My brother, the Fire Lord, sees things through only one lens. Victory or defeat. Nothing else matters.
Fire Lord Iroh would have been very interesting to see.
Zuko's victory lies not in winning the war, but in winning his life back.
His
This isn't
honor!
the way.
It is I who owe him far more than I can ever repay.
Interesting. For keeping him afloat after
Impossible.
his son died?
Omashu's prison
Spoilers.
is deep in the heart of the mountain, surrounded by solid rock.
What about the tunnels?
The secret tunnels?
Tunnels?
The secret tunnels.
Secret
Near the end of the mountain.
tunnels!
Said that the founders of the city used them to meet without anyone knowing.
Those who go in never come out. If you believe the tales, vengeful spirits guard the passages.
Uh-huh.
So, not just secret tunnels, secret haunted tunnels?
He looks
Even if I
so
could
scared.
Figure out a way to get them through the tunnels.
Where are you taking him?
To the pit.
The pit.
An Earth Kingdom labor camp for prisoners of war.
Oh.
No one who's been sent there has ever been heard from again.
Ugh. Good opportunity for him to break out.
You're not as lucky.
Zuko. What? Oh no.
You're going to see the king.
The king's a friend.
Any resistance and they'll send everything they've got at us.
Let them come.
Whoa.
The Avatar has returned to the world. It's time to stop hiding.
The Avatar's
It's time to
been
fight.
locked up.
The Avatar.
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
And he's very, very good at rock skipping.
Boomy!
I want to hug my friend.
How are you still alive?
Clean eating, the right diet. Ooh, more importantly, how are you still alive?
It's a long story.
I was frozen in ice. That's it. Long story.
Throw him
A feast.
a feast.
Freaking Boomy.
You betrayed us.
Betrayed? Not everyone out there is the enemy.
If you stand against us, you are.
Black and white thinking. Uh-oh. We're really gonna fight here? Oh, when she learned that! I can still smell my uncle's
You don't belong here.
sweaty feet.
Sir, I was assigned prisoner transfer duty.
The old firebender was taken to the pit. The other one's still here. Well,
Go after your
just gonna
uncle.
stand there?
Uncle. Throw him!
Meal I offer
A feast.
you, two choice short ribs from Kangaroo Island. Seaweed stew. Heard it really helps with your complexion.
He's a vegetarian, so
I don't eat meat.
That's right, you don't.
he said angrily.
Good choice. Frozen in an iceberg for 100 years, huh? That must have been nice.
Nice?
Oh, it was a nightmare. All the airbenders were wiped out, and I wasn't there to help them.
Oh, those
Oof.
monks were always a bit flighty. Am I
Jeez.
right? Huh?
It was a tragedy, and it might happen again.
He's pissing him off on
Why
purpose.
I need to get...
You may be 100 years old, but you haven't lived for 100 years.
Was that supposed to be
Can't
deep
make me
or
believe
something?
you've lost hope. Not you, Booby.
Challenge accepted.
What? That's the excuse we have for a challenge. The bad dialogue's back.
Do you hear
Running water?
music?
Oh. Secret tunnel.
When you find yourself in darkness,
Yay!
Shake it.
so dig a bit and you will
Now he's getting into it.
If these guys are okay being here, the tunnels probably aren't that bad.
Tunnels are terrible.
They learned earthbending from the badger moles, becoming the first earthbenders.
Not given to them by the
Tunnels so
lion
that
turtles?
They could meet secretly. She'd been killed in an attack.
Damn.
Devastated, Shu wielded her earthbending power to bring the villages to their knees.
Jeez.
Both villages helped her build a new city where they would live together in peace. The great city was named Omashu.
There's nothing to be afraid of in there.
Right.
Uh-huh.
There's no such thing as angry spirits.
Yes, there is. Secret tunnel.
Is there anything I can do to make your journey more comfortable?
This is chafing against my
I'm
skin.
fine. Thank you.
Oh. Did you steal a key? Oh. Ah.
The direct path is not always the best path.
You mean I should take the route that doesn't?
Well, there we go. Geminite.
Booby, what is this?
Another game. Rock candy. Oh god. Rocks aren't very strong if you can break them with air.
Maybe I just wanted a bite of rock candy.
Oh, he's ridiculous.
This way.
Is that what the map says?
No.
Map's unclear, but I got a hunch.
A hunch?
Yeah, a hunch.
Marking it
A
off.
feeling, an
Not a bad
instinct.
idea.
Well, what do you know? Love is brightest in the dark. Get it? It was a clue.
Mm-hmm.
It said love is brightest in the dark, not glowy rocks.
Poetic license, like the minstrel said. Love is the answer. Love is all you need. Love makes the world go round.
Now you're listening to the minstrels?
They were
Sokko,
good
wait.
at music.
Tara, what is your problem?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
My problem is you're not taking me seriously.
This again.
I'm not a little girl anymore. You keep acting like you know everything when you couldn't even tell that a traitor was flat out lying to you.
Says the girl who fell for a terrorist.
That's not what happened.
You should have never talked to him.
You don't
Oof.
get to tell me.
So like I said in the first episode, he's not outwardly sexist, but
You
he's
better get going.
operating under patriarchal norms.
He was on watch the night you torched the eastern wall. By the time we put the fires out, there was nothing left of him to bury. He was 19. You know nothing of loss.
He knows more than you think. Oh, we're getting a flashback now.
True, he abandoned the siege.
Take comfort in knowing that Liu Tan will forever be hailed as a champion of the Fire Nation.
Thank you, Ozai.
What a great honor for you and for Liu Tan to die in the service of the Fire Nation.
Oh man.
When my studies weren't going well and father was unhappy, Liu Tan gave me this. He said it should belong to someone destined to do great things. He gave me strength.
Was a kind-hearted boy before he had his face burned off. Everybody else is just offering platitudes, saying he died a hero. And Zuko sat with him. Little soldier boy.
Jet might have gone down the wrong path, but he was pushed that way.
Yeah.
Just like Sai was.
Yeah.
You know, Sai told me I should be an engineer. That was my true calling.
You can be many things.
It was nice to hear someone tell me I had something to offer the world. Besides my superior fighting skills.
Okay, man.
Sokka, you led the tribe.
That's not right.
Did we go in a circle?
The crystals were just crystals. Like I thought.
Oh boy, don't...
This shouldn't be here. We were here before, but this wall wasn't.
How is that possible?
Badger moles!
It's not.
The simplest one of all.
A duel.
Versus me.
Oh!
To the death.
Okay, man.
I knew the crystals were wrong.
Can we do I told you so later?
Yeah.
Any chance I imagined that?
Oh, Sokka. Hi.
Badger Mole.
Badger Mole. We could just run now. Guess we're fighting. Whoa. Flame chains.
Do it!
No.
We've all seen enough death.
Oh. Did that pierce him? Ouch. Oh no! Oh man. Was Sokka almost eaten just now?
Dead end.
Uh-oh.
Guitar, I'm sorry.
Aw.
I'm sorry too.
Learn bloodbending right now.
What's going on? Are we dead?
Familial love.
They sense feelings and react to them.
He's like, huh?
So they respond to love? How do you think they do with verbal commands? Excuse me, Mr. Badger Mole?
Mr. Badger Mole!
If you could show us the way to the palace.
Whoa! Machine gun fire!
Some of us have to fight even when we don't want to.
Uh-huh.
That's what... You'd have known about that if you'd been around. But you weren't.
It wasn't his fault.
You left us.
Not intentionally. This is more like training than anything, right? Uh-oh. With air? Uh-oh. Whole thing's falling down. Whoopsies. What you gonna do? Oh, damn.
Make impossible choices.
Wow.
Do I save this town or that? Who gets the last of the food scraps? The orphanage or the soldiers?
Jeez.
You have to make...
Sokka, get the king!
With ice?
Cheater! You cheater!
Having your friends help you is not cheating?
Do it on your own. You think like a child.
Yeah. He is a child.
Is that really so bad?
They'll be here by dawn.
You're under attack?
We will be. But we will be ready. Fortunately, a source tipped us off.
Ooh. Oh, nice. Oh! My cabbages!
You want to come with me?
Yeah.
I'm fully prepared. All the tea I need.
I don't need a babysitter.
That's not what this is.
How about a friend?
About that song playing again. Little soldier boy.
Could be a very long time before we return home.
Everything I need
Is
on
right
this
here.
boat.
The tea! That was really good, actually, the ending. So this episode had its ups and downs. I thought the Zuko and Iroh stuff was fantastic though. It's the first time in this series that we really see the softer side of Zuko from before he was burned, and that scene at Lu Ten's funeral, everybody just offering empty platitudes. I think it's the first time we've actually seen Ozai and Iroh interact with each other. I don't think it was in the original at all. And they were saying, like, he's gonna be a hero, Lu Ten's gonna be a hero. And Zuko even says what he's supposed to say, what their society has taught him to say. But then he does what's in his heart. He sits with Iroh and stays with him. That's who Zuko was before he was burned. He was a kind boy. And I don't think I can discuss the rest of it without going into spoilers for the original. So if you're somehow one of the viewers who haven't seen the original, maybe skip this commentary. But the fact that Zuko and Lu Ten were close, we didn't really get that in the animation, and it makes a lot of sense and adds emotional weight. I think they played this story out very, very well, and the Leaves from the Vine, Little Soldier Boy, that song was playing through the funeral scene, but it also plays when Iroh boards the ship with Zuko because Iroh can't lose another son. So really, really well done. Made me tear bend. And we also had another Iroh and Aang conversation, as well as conversation between Iroh and the Earthbender who was transferring him. I think it would be hard to square away our love for Iroh with the war crimes he committed, except he isn't that man anymore. I think he's known for a while that the invasion was unjustified, and there is one easy way you can stop the genocide, and it's for the occupying force to just stop attacking. I wonder if there's any current real-world parallels here. But yeah, maybe those 3 years Iroh spent out there with Zuko, seeing the damage the Fire Nation has wrought on the other nations, is part of what makes him change his mind. But he owes Zuko a debt and will try to be there for him in whatever way he can, while also trying to guide him and the Fire Nation onto a better path. And we witness Zuko's redemption arc throughout the original animation, but the more subtle redemption arc is actually Iroh's. And yeah, this show actually calls out Iroh's actions, shows us the cost of them, and I think that's actually really important with the story that they're trying to tell. And then everything he does now for Zuko is also for a better life for everybody. And him going with Zuko is not because he feels like his nephew needs him, but also because he needs Zuko. And I think these are excellent additions, especially considering what's to come. But yeah, there were ups and downs throughout the rest of the episode. I think in the first episode, I didn't mind the change that Aang didn't run away from his responsibility. But then everybody since then has been acting like he did run away, and he doesn't bother correcting them. So why make the change in the first place? Like, I don't understand. The story arc in the original is that he matures and accepts the responsibility of being the Avatar, but he's already done that in the show, so it's a little weird. And I'm not sure how I feel about the changes to Bumi. He's still wacky and ridiculous, but I don't like his character as much as I did in the original. The show does focus on Bumi's pain of having to lead in such a difficult time, constantly under threat from the Fire Nation, witnessing atrocities, and I think that's an interesting angle to explore, but it feels a little weird in how it's executed, because he's so bitter now. It makes sense given the context, but it also feels like a huge departure for his character, and he's trying to show Aang that he's all alone and he has to make impossible choices. I don't know, I don't think it really worked for me, and I also think that Bumi revealing himself near the end in the original was way more fun, but I was a big fan of Appa's whistle being from Bumi. That was really, really sweet. I was also a big fan of Secret Tunnel. I'm glad that they kept some levity in this show, because it's necessary. We even got another My Cabbages at the end. I think it's an interesting change to make the tunnel of love be between siblings, and also instead of music, the Badger Moles respond to emotions. That's a nice little twist for us who've seen the original. Also, they changed the story of Oma and Shu a little bit. They were Earth lesbians. The story was one day Oma didn't come, she'd been killed in an attack, and then Shu wielded her power. So we've seen how homophobia plays out in some of the comics for The Legend of Korra, and there have always been queer people, so it's a cute little change that I appreciated. Alright, that's gonna be it for today, folks. Thanks for watching. Full reaction's gonna be on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, and I'll see you guys soon with more. Bye, friends.